So the picture that you see on your screen is of a lady. Her name is Danielle Johnson. That is her government name. Known on social media as Danielle Ayoka. Don't know if she's African. Don't know if she's Haitian. Don't know exactly where she's from. However, what I do know is that she did a very disgusting, despicable act as it pertains to two of her children, her boyfriend, and herself. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you would not know that there was some sorts of eclipse. And most sensible persons just wanted to witness what exactly it looks like. However, when it comes to astrology, and it comes to conspiracy theorists, and it comes to lunatics out there in this world, Master God world, they always interpret stuff because they are misguided. And then whenever they have followers, they try to mislead these sheeple type of people. So pretty much this lady is known as some sorts of astrologer, divine healer. We call it Obeah, we call it con artist in Jamaica, we call it the Kevin Smith type of people. So therefore, these preachers and pastors, wolves in sheep clothing. So pretty much this lady, she has a following of about 106,000 people on one of them social media platform. She was highly respected, and whenever it comes to astrology, you know, it is miss or hit. It is what you believe in, like them say, believe K-I-L-L-S, and it cures. However, whenever this eclipse was supposed to happen, she went on her social media platform and she said, my followers, brace for some sort of apocalyptic episode. Brace for the end of the world. And she sent out some sort of cryptic message. Do what you have to do, pretty much. She was imploring her followers to do some crazy-ish as she would. And this is exactly what transpired. I am going to go to my intro, then I am going to come back. People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. Now, people, if there's one thing that I've realized when it comes to these pastors, these preachers, these wolves in sheep clothing, these social media personality, these, what them call them spiritual readers, spiritual healers, these divine people act as if they are godlike. And they are sheeples and people that are conspiracy theorists. These are the type of people that try to explain stuff to you and you're like, what? What the F-U-C-K are you saying? They see stuff, interpret stuff differently than logics. They see behind things that people with sense, educated, streetwise cannot even see. However, because people are so vulnerable and gullible, they believe just about anything. So this lady, like I said, she's supposed to be some sort of astrologist, some sort of divine healer, con artist, me call it. She had a whole bunch of people following her. And then when it was close to the eclipse, she sent out some sorts of cryptic message. Pretty much I tell people said the end is going to be near, so therefore do what you have to do. One thing that I've noticed with a lot of these master manipulators, they put out all sorts of message. And the message is always cryptic. So therefore, if anything should happen, some sort of insurance policy, they might make you know, say, listen, this me say, you interpret it that way. It is never black and white. It is always gray. So therefore, up to interpretation. A lot of people misinterpret that are misguided. So therefore, them do miss F-U-C-K-R-Y. This lady went to her house or apartment where she lives with her boyfriend, her 2 children, and herself. 4 of them living at the house. She commenced to K-I-L-L, the boyfriend. When the popo went by the house, the amount of B-L-O-O-D, all sorts of Obeah card, all sorts of black feather. I don't know if a jonker feather or some sorts of blackbird or some sorts of pigeon. Don't know the intricate details. She then took the vehicle with her two picnic and a speed at a high rate. Pretty much CRASH the vehicle. I think she was gone. Also one child, the next little picnic in a very bad condition. Now people, let me ask you a question. And this is all of you sheepers on social media. People that follow people like Kevin Smith. People that follow some of these bloggers that are notorious master manipulator, con men, selfish, misleaders of misguided people. Whenever people tell you things, you're supposed to pick sense out of nonsense. You're not supposed to be misguided by somebody that is a Looney Tune just like you. So therefore, if they're mad, that would also make you mad. A lot of persons are educated, a lot of persons are sensible, but a lot of people are always looking somewhere to go. Any type of people that you see wants to be associated with any sorts of group or any sorts of association, it means that these people are not independent thinkers. It means that these people always need somebody, some sort of group to make them feel very important. That means that you are insecure and dunce, educated dunce. As it pertains to this mother, how is it that somebody that is supposed to be sane in an average relationship, have kids, take care of their children, and then just lose it just like that? Is it momentary insanity, or is this person just a loony, loose ball waiting just to explode, ticking time bomb? Or is this world just getting mad and crazy, where somebody that is supposed to be a leader ends up leading the flock or the sheep astray, including our own boyfriend, including her kids, in the name to say that she is some sort of divine healer? So therefore, they are selling so much BS on social media that it seems as if them believe it themselves. They get caught in their own wave of BS. And then she decided to take out her boyfriend unwillingly, knowing that this lady is a Looney Tune or some sort of time bomb that was waiting to explode. The sad thing is that she took out innocent people. If you have plans for take out on yourself, we don't have any sort of problem with it. Just don't bring other persons with you. Go to the hardware store, go in some sort of bush, find some sort of short rope and jump off a tall tree. Simple as that. Leave the picnic them and leave the innocent people them outside. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, the individual that you see in the picture right here, the bearded man, he went to a place called Silent Hill, which is in Manchester. And it seems as if he wanted to get unauthorized missionary style. However, he was found laying on his back, missionary style, naked like the day him born in a birthday suits. The Manchester Popo there investigated a sequence of events in which that man was found laying on his back in a somebody yard down the street from the yard. Based on the victim's account, it is said that she was at her house in Silent Hill, minding her business, when she heard some sorts of rattling sound like somebody had tried, broke through the window, broke through the door. Don't know when she heard him. This is a 80-year-old lady, a senior citizen, an elder them call it. She went in the kitchen for some sort of utensil and said, "Me go use a kitchen utensil, I call it kitchen, BITCH, and FUCK up this BITCH ASS IGA." It is said that when he entered her premises, meaning the house, there was some sort of physical altercation. This man naked like the day him born, like me say. However, it seems as if him want some sort of unauthorized missionary juk. However, him get juk up. He was silenced sooner or later in a Silent Hill. It is said that during the altercation which him get a couple of juk up, he then ran from the premises and collapsed maybe about a couple meters down the road from the lady premises. Moral of the story is this: Do not trouble people things, especially their personal property, meaning the PUMS, because whatever you get, that is exactly what you deserve. Whether it is justice on the spot, JUNGLE, justice or whatever. So like the saying goes, man a plan, God a wipe out. This man was planning, spot out, seek out the old lady house, figure say, him a go jump in there, jump in her property and then just take away himself. However, things did not work according to plan. Pretty much, she flings some sort of monkey wrench in the program. He was taken out, him collapsed, lay down upon him back, missionary style, gone to the afterlife. Justifiably so, point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called, if you cannot do the time, do not do the crime. If you are not too young to crime, that means that you are not too young to do the time. It seems as if Clarendon, Manchester is a jump over fence, RAPE fence, capital of Jamaica. This is based on the two events that I am speaking about. That one before that and this one. Based on the information, it is said that a 14-year-old was charged for RAPE for trying to SCXUALLYASSAULT a 7-year-old picnic. Because of YouTube's policy, I cannot say certain words in repetition. Based on the information, it is said that sometime in about March or so, a month or so ago or less, this little 14-year-old lured a little 7-year-old behind some sorts of tree. And it seems as if him try to force himself upon the little 7-year-old. People hear me, I say 14 and 7. Two of them young should not be thinking about any sorts of stuff like this. I am speaking about the suspect. The victim, she was forced. Based on the information, it seems as if after this incident occurred, that 7-year-old went and told her mother, you know, say, little Johnny try to put him little Johnny pa me or try to put him little finger pa me. It is said that the Popo were notified by the mother and the child. There was some sort of report file. They went for this little youth. They then had some sort of identification parade and the little 7-year-old finger the 14. Well, not like that, but you get the point. Pointed him out. He was then charged officially. Now, people, when we think about the age of this little boy, 14-year-old, it seems as if he is what we call some sorts of early bloomer, not a late bloomer. Him hit the ground running as soon as him young, him start on the BS. So therefore, just imagine what is going to happen if there's no sorts of divine intervention, if there's no sorts of proper counseling. This youth more than likely is going to get worse instead of getting better. Unless, of course, like me say, some sorts of intervention, be it divine or be it physical, meaning professional. It is said that he was in the presence of his parents when the little 7 appointed him out in the identification parade. So people, the question me have to ask is that these parents, whether a guardian, whether a mama and papa, where were they? What type of home is this little boy living in? What type of dysfunctionality? What type of stuff is he seeing? And people like them say, pick the practice wherever them say. However, sometimes, truth be told, in isolated case, you can raise a child very well, give him everything. However, when pick the bad, them just bad. A lot of cases, 99.99% of the time, it is because of whatever they see, dysfunctionality in the home. So therefore, parental failure. So the good thing in all of this is that little 7-year-old had the sense of mind to tell her parents, and the parents did the responsible thing and reported to the Popo. And the Popo intervened, and this youth was slapped with that type of charge. Hopefully, this youth can get some sorts of help, and most importantly, hopefully this 7-year-old gets the therapy and this does not go to some sorts of domino effect, meaning affect her life later on, because a lot of times whenever these little people go through these traumatic episodes, it leads them to be some sorts of different person, not the type of people that society wants. People, it is the after effect, point blank and period. Further on in the news, this is an update about an incident that occurred on the Portmore Causeway, Portmore Toll Road, in which a minibus carrying at least 36 persons, students, people are going to work, all sorts of people. Based on the information, it is said that that vehicle has a capacity of 20-something people, so therefore 36 people. That means that it was overburdened with people. Based on the information, it is said that it seems as if the vehicle tried to go around some sorts of corner, touch or scrape on the embankments, then lost control, tear down the rail and fly into the bush. Now, based on information that is circulating out there on social media, based on what the driver is saying, he have some sorts of blown tire. Based on the preliminary investigation, they have no sorts of evidence to substantiate those claims. It is said that based on the POPO reports, people get all sorts of bruises, all sorts of broken foot, broken this, broken that. However, there are no sorts of, call it, fatal injuries. So therefore, the people, they are lucky to be alive based on the dents that you see on the vehicle. If you look at your screen right now, we see that this vehicle, this minibus, was badly damaged. Call it grace, because it is amazing how anybody actually did not lose their life, or how many people never lose them life. Now, people, when you hear this, it sounds like some sorts of broken record. You hear me, you hear other bloggers telling people, listen, be very careful with the type of people that you have transporting you, transporting your kids. Because these people, money is the motive, money is the priority. So therefore, as much trip as they can do, if they have to jeopardize your life, that is exactly what they are going to do, because they want more moolah for them pocket and moolah for the owner of the buses. So therefore, a lot of times it is because of haste, and like them say about haste, haste makes waste. These people, them are blaze like some sorts of lightning, so therefore them are going to clash like thunder. And that is exactly what happened. Luckily for all involved, they are still alive to tell the tale. However, the next time won't be a charm. The next time it is going to be a curse. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.